Hi, I'm Kevin McRoberts, CEO of Lake Regional Health System. I'm very excited to announce our 2025 True Blue honorees. Our True Blue physician is Dr. Andrew Revelle. Our True Blue leader is Bailey Schultz. And our True Blue Employee of the Year is Kristen Evelyn.
He takes a lot of pride of taking care of his patients that are his community. He took care of my father a few years ago, and whenever I got home, my dad was like, "Oh my gosh, this doctor walked in," and really he talked to me like a person, and I understood everything that was going on with my care. And that's a true example of Dr. Revelle. He relates with everybody and anybody he takes care of, so that builds a huge trust factor. And then it's the same for the staff. Whenever you have somebody that takes great pride in their work and shares that pride with others, it just builds everybody up. When he walks into a unit, staff trust him and they really appreciate him on every level.
I get to work firsthand with Dr. Revelle and getting to see the direct impact that he makes on his patients. Dr. Revelle not only tries to learn the medical of the patient, but also the social side. He likes to make sure he understands where the patient is from or what they can relate to. He often jokes with the patients. He doesn't care about their socioeconomic background, where they're from. He looks at each patient and values each one of them. One of the coolest things I think that I see with Dr. Revelle is a lot of his patients will ask, "Do you have an outpatient clinic? We would love for you to be our following provider in the primary care." And I just think that speaks volumes of what a great provider he is and what impact he makes on our community.
Bailey's one of those guys that takes his job really personally, and I think that shows in his commitment to the health system. Bailey understands that supply chain is the lifeline of the hospital, and he sees from the front end of the process to the back end till it reaches patient care. One of the things I think Bailey does really well is communicate, and he's able to communicate with senior leadership all the way down to frontline staff. Bailey is a well-respected leader. He's just got an eye for how to set things up, how to motivate people, and then he's just really good at taking feedback from staff and asking for that feedback to understand what their needs are, and therefore showing that he cares more than expected.
Bailey is a really great leader. Coming from the intensive care unit, we deal with a lot of emergencies. He and his crew are 100% hands-on to ensure that we always have the supplies that we need readily available. He's a true team player. Everything that he does, he researches entirely to see if it is of benefit to our organization, but always keeps the patient first and foremost in all of the decisions that he makes.
When I talk about Kristen, she really is that example of all three of our values when it comes to Culture of One. And she's not trying to do those things, it's just who she is. And ultimately, like, the why behind that is so that the patient always knows that they're cared for. She shows commitment to our team, to our patients, and to our providers. And a lot of that comes from just kind of creating a culture of safety, creating a culture of consistency. And honestly, just her presence makes us a better team so that we can take care of every patient in the best way possible.
Kristen is so committed to this community. I see her out and about in her Lake Regional t-shirts. She adopts highways and cleans them. I love that she is always engaged. She really embodies Culture of One. She commits. She definitely encourages, and she cares. She truly does care.
Congratulations to our 2025 True Blue winners. Thank you for your commitment to Lake Regional Health System.